Hey, it's Chuck here from Garden Spot Acres. Welcome back. Got another project we're starting today. That's our lumber pile for a 12 by 10 shed, which is actually going to be a 12 by 10 playhouse. Got 4 little girls down back. We're going to build them a playhouse. And this playhouse is going to be, like I said, 12 by 10. And it's going to have a gambrel roof so they can have a sleeping loft in it. It'll probably be 10 to 12 different videos in this series. Come on along as we build from the ground up. Hey, first thing we're going to do is prepare our skids. I have 3 4x4s that are 12 feet long, and I'm just going to go ahead and put an angle on here so we can slide this better. We're going to build this here, and we're going to be sliding it about probably close to a quarter of a mile down through the field down to where it belongs. So we're building this kind of secretly. The girls don't know what it's for, so it's just Chuck's shed right now. That's all they know. So let me go ahead and get a little angle cut here so this just doesn't dig in as we slide this and pull this along. I'm just going up 1.5 inches here, 8 inches back. I'll go down and do the other side, and I'm going to go ahead and get these other 3 done. I'll be back with you when that's finished. Okay, the 3 skids are in place, and I'm just going to go ahead and whack off about 1 inch on each end of these because these are about 12 feet 2 inches long. I'm just going to go ahead and trim these off, make them down to exactly 12 feet. Then we'll get working on our floor joists. Every last one of those 10 footers is over 10 foot. So everyone's got to be cut off. I'll get a couple of these cut off. We'll get them attached here on this end. We'll attach them on the other end. Then we'll square this up. Now what I have to decide on here is how much do I want my floor joist overhanging my skid. In the front she's going to be flush. On the sides I just have to make a decision how much I want it to overhang. So I think I'm going to overhang 4 inches. I think that'll be fine. It'll hide the skid from the side pretty much, you know, from view. So we'll overhang here 4, there 4, there 4. Oh, that's cute. And we'll center this one here. So here's the construction screws I'm using. So each floor joist will get 3 of these, 1 on each skid. You know, I think I'm going to change my bit and get a little bit smaller one than that. We're back. So I'm going to measure 4 inches back here. Okay, we're going to see how these hold. And if I don't think these are going to hold well enough, I'm going to go get some bigger diameter ones. That's why I'm offsetting these from the center here. So we'll have room over here to put another one in. But right now, I just want to get this put together. Then we can square it up, level it up, and get it ready to build. Okay, got that one in. Now I'll go ahead and put, I think I'll put that one in over there next. Now we'll center this one. So I know this board's 10 feet, so 5 feet is centered. I'm just going to come down here in the center like that. Now I'm going to try to put these center ones in without pre-drilling. That worked pretty well. Grab everything and head to the other side. Yeah, they're coming through just a little bit down there. I'm going to have to shave them off so somebody doesn't get their toe caught on that or cut on them. All right, there's the size of the shed. You can see it's going to be 10 feet this way, 12 feet that way. Now I'm just going to measure diagonally from that corner to this corner. And that measurement has to equal that measurement from that corner to that corner. Because in a rectangle, diagonals are equal in measure. So we'll go ahead and measure those, see how close we are. $185 3/8. And we got 189. So this is the long one. So I have to kick this one in to make it shorter. Let's see what we got now. 186 3/8. $188.5. So this is the long one now. So I gotta kick this slightly here. $187.25. $187 3/4. So I'm a 1/2 inch off. So that means I got to shorten this one by 1/4. So right now she's 187 3/4. So I got to go to 187.5. Okay, 187.5. $187.5. All right, gonna start laying out our floor joist here along the skid. I've measured from the end over here to here. We got 12 inches. That gives me my 12 inches center to center. And I'm just marking, starting here at this line, and I'll mark every 12 inches, and I'll put my stud on the right side. I'm going to go ahead and mark the other side now. I'll get those marked. Then I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to cut all my floor joists to exactly 10 feet long. And I'll be back with you when that's all done. And we'll start putting them in to build our floor. Got all the floor joists cut now. I'm going to go ahead and place the center one in. And then I'm going to put my skirt board or my end joist this way, whatever we don't want to call that, tie joist. And that way I can just drop my other ones in, and I don't have to measure each one at 4 inches like I did on these end ones here. So this one here I'm going to measure at 4 inches, connect from here all the way down to there, and then just drop the other ones in. Now that would be cool if this was 4 inches, which it is. That means that this 4x4 was straight. Pretty cool. Kind of happy with that. Let's get this one in. There we go. Now I gotta get my 12-footers and we'll lay it across here and screw them in from the sides. What's the chances of these 12-footers being 12 foot long? 0. I'll bet you they're closer to 12 foot 1. 12 foot 1. Since I'm working alone here, I'm going to need some help. There's my help. Just drop that on there like that. And I think I'm going to pre-drill these. All right, we got some more hardware here to shore up our base, you know, to attach our floor joist system into the skids. Wouldn't normally need all this if you're just building this in place, but again, we're skidding this down about 1/4 of a mile. So I want to make this thing sturdy to the skids. Hey, now we're going to install some of these brackets. Okay, I'll be back with you after I attach a few more of these brackets. Then we'll get started on our floorboards. Boy, she got bowed, the top pieces in the rain. Okay, put our first board on here, and I had it split, so I just brought it over to that split right here. Squared it up, put it on. I'm gonna go ahead and rip this off now. No, 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 no. You go back in. You go back in. You understand? Get going. Shoo! I got one end in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple screws in here. At least one. There we go. Now I'll do the same thing. I'll put a couple screws in here, and I'll go down there and put that into position. I'm going to put one screw in the middle of each board here, in the middle here, like this. Then I'm going to get my nail gun and we'll nail the rest of this. The screws will pull down the bow in the middle. And then it also gives me a line up for the nailer, so I know where to nail. Yeah, before I covered these up, I wanted to show you, I put some blocking in here, so when I put my wall on here, I have some places to screw the wall into, so I can be able to go here and here. And I got another one over here, so I can do the two ends, the two in the middle, and we can still do the edge along the 2x4 here. Just wanted to show you that before I covered those up. Thanks for coming along. I have to knock off early. I gotta go get a couple tarps. It's supposed to rain for the next 3 or 4 days. So I'm gonna call it quits here this evening. We have half of the floor decking done. So when we pick up on the next video, I'll have that finished and we'll start on the trusses. And the trusses will be built right here on the floor. Okay? Again, thanks for coming along. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. See you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.